samurai were the upper class in Japan. They had a lot of rights that nobody else had. They had the right to carry 2 swords, and they had the right to cut and leave. In other words, if somebody was disrespectful, they could kill them and walk away and have no repercussions. They kept the law and order in the country. They were usually served a feudal lord, and they were tremendously loyal to him. During the Edo period, Confucianism was very popular, and that expressed a lot of loyalty towards your feudal lord. The samurai would rather be killed than run away. They hated cowardice. During the Edo period, they established a code of ethics known as Bushido, in which it stressed loyalty to their master. They wore these elaborate suits of armor, which are quite light, and they carried these fantastic swords. Some of the Japanese swords could be folded over 1 million times. Often they would have the maker on the handle. Now, they played such an important role in earlier periods in Japan, but during the Edo period, once the empire was united, they didn't have a lot to do. They were largely subsidized by rice stipends from the peasants. But as inflation increased, they found that they didn't have a lot of money, so they supplemented their income by becoming civil servants. Some became painters, actors, sort of policemen, law enforcers, and even firemen. The first shogun stressed to excel with the pen and the sword, so they became very good at being very civilized when it came to collecting painting and calligraphy and ceramics. They loved the tea ceremony, and they loved Zen. Some samurai became very accomplished painters. We have 2 examples here which are spectacular. The first one is Hawk and Snow, and it actually was done by a painter who was elevated to the samurai status by his feudal lord. He was allowed to carry 2 swords. And it's quite a fine painting and shows a lot of skill. The one next to it is Up Two Crows at Sunset. This is by a samurai family member named Goshun. He became very famous, and he developed a very naturalistic school of painting called Shijo. This is one of the finest paintings in our collection.